Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so welcome. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you have been waiting a long time. I woke up without electricity, so
Oh,
I'm sorry
bummer.
for the delay. Yeah. Okay, so how are you?
Good.
Nice. Okay,
I'm
so
here too.
uh,
Sorry. I was making a cup of coffee and then I heard noise. It was like, yes.
Yeah,
nice.
I had mine off in the background on my computer too, going, well, maybe they'll show up.
Perfect. Thank you for your patience. So this usually ends in 17 minutes, but if we need more time, we can stay if you have time. Uh, so the drill is the same as the past weeks. It's an ask me anything type of session. So if you have any question that you have in your head, you can just ask it. I don't think anyone else is going to be joining because probably they were waiting. So if you have any question, you can just ask it right now.
I have a question. So I have, I'm starting a course on June 2nd, and then one person asked if they could join the course, but kind of like creating an, have it is, say, like do the same, but then for their company and have all the discussions and things for their company. So I wanted to duplicate the course. But then I didn't find anywhere where I could duplicate the course. I found where I could duplicate the course, but if I look on my Experientify, I can't duplicate it there because it somehow it doesn't show like it leads me back to the same things, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you want to duplicate the course.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to show you my screen just to let you know
Mhm.
where the option is,
Yeah.
and let me know when you're able to see it.
I can see your screen.
Okay. So you should be
Yeah,
seeing it
now I can
now.
see the screen. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So to duplicate the course, you just have to access any course that you have, and at the top where the status is, you have the option to duplicate it.
Okay. Published. Duplicate. Awesome. Thank you so much. See, in the
You're very welcome.
materials, it looks slightly different, like because it looks as if you get this not here, but like when you press the other button. Anyways, thank you. This was my main question. That is a big relief. Okay, thank you. Good to know.
You're very welcome. And now to know about duplicating a course, this will duplicate all the content, all the experiences, and the only thing that you will have to manually change if you, um, depending on how you set up your automations in the step five, is that if you had an automation that triggers with a date, you have to edit that. But all the other automations, you don't need to edit them because they depend on the students and the content. Just
Okay.
the automations that depends on a future date are the ones that need editing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. That was very helpful to know.
You're very welcome. Perfect.
If no one else has a question, I have more questions.
You go ahead and then I'll go ask mine.
No, you go ahead. I've asked
Okay.
my most important one already.
Well, I'm just trying to understand how to create, I'm going to call them contests or affiliate like challenges within different communities. I have a nonprofit and I affiliate with different groups of like 300 and more people. And so I'm trying to create a similar like a dashboard where they are getting points by recommending the courses, recommending webinars, workshops, courses, and retreats. And so within the bigger organizations, I want to have kind of like a challenge. So I don't know how to create something like that between the Go Plus and the Experientify, but Experientify is the one that has the like the challenges and the winners and the getting the points. So how do I create something that's like a referral campaign with winners? And I was going to say the same thing with sponsorships because we do sponsors and we have donations, and I'd like to be able to award or win the winners that offer the most.
I see. Okay, so in XP, the only way to get XP points is by actions.
Mm-hmm.
So these actions have to be checked by the students. That's the
Now,
only
what if
way
they're
that.
if like I guess, can I just make my CRM a bunch of students? Like they don't have to pay anything, but I want them to be contest people because that's not the niche who's going through the course. It's kind of like a religious organization where I've got rabbis and preachers recommending other congregations, but I'm helping the women within the congregation. And then there's the professionals that are in the congregation that are supporting their community. So would I just put everybody in the CRM without them having to pay for the course? Because we're using a lot of the sponsorships to pay for their members.
Hey,
It's a
yeah, you could.
nonprofit.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea. If you don't have to make them go through a course, have them, all of them, in just the CRM for now.
Okay.
And I guess that you will have them tagged or something like that in the CRM.
When they sign up, they'll either sign up as a volunteer, a sponsor, a congregation, or somebody who wants help, like a female who wants to do more with their life.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, the best way is to have them just in the CRM. I remember that weeks ago someone asked something just like that, like congregations. I'm not sure if
Yep.
it was you.
That was probably
Uh,
me. I'm still trying to
okay.
figure this out, how to make it happen. I think you had told me to Go Plus, or I was at Go Plus, and then they were like, well, this isn't the way that it's going to work. So I'm still kind of playing and trying to make it happen.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that there was no need of creating a course. It was just like receiving people and by referral from other people. So,
Mhm. So can you kind of give me an example of how that would work with from the back end?
let me see if I can because that will be in Go Plus.
Well, I thought it would be an Experientify in the CRM part of it.
Let's see. Mm, I mean, in Experienceify, you can accept people, but in XP, it's enforced that they have to be enrolled in a course to be added to XP.
So when they're enrolled in a course, could it be a free course?
Yes.
And then they end up paying for the next course or the actual course that I'm providing because I have the workshop, the webinar, the course, and then the retreat. But I guess the first two, the workshop and the webinar, are free so that they can learn, like, and trust me before they
Yes.
pay because they're going to be also giving the donations for the major course in transformation.
Yeah, they can use a free course, but uh, the thing that I remember telling you is that the course will have to worth, I don't know, a $1, for example, or $2, and they use a coupon with the referral of the people that refer them.
Right.
So you can check in the student database which coupon they used, and you can assign a tag to those
So
people if
I
needed.
have to have a coupon with every single person's name on it who's joined in order for
Yes.
them to refer somebody. So the tag when somebody joins for that free, or if I'm telling them about the course or their rabbi tells them about the course and they go to sign up and they put in a referral fee like their rabbi gave it, so it's referred from their community. The community has to be in the CRM, and then when they are tagged as a member, whether it be a volunteer, a sponsor, a community, or a person who needs help, those are the 4 tags, and then each of the 4 tags have to become a coupon to refer somebody else.
Yes.
Oh, that seems very, is there a way to automate that?
Um, I'm not sure if in Go Plus is possible, but I'm sure that in XP is
It's not.
not. No.
Now, are you familiar with this Ben Murray's AI bot thing that he's trying to do with the AI bots and create these automations with the bots? Is that something that either him or you or somebody in Go Plus can help facilitate to make it happen as an automation?
Mm, what do you mean about the AI bot?
Well, that was a class that I guess Ben had shown us last week. And so I'm trying to figure out how to apply it if I purchase it, because what it does is it does all these automations to do the work for me. Like instead of me having to take each of those 4 tags and create a coupon for each tag, it would automatically be able to, when somebody signs up, create a tag and create a new CRM with a new entity.
Okay,
And I guess it's called an AI bot thing. I don't know. That's why I'm asking because I don't really understand it or how I would apply it.
I see. So
Yeah, I just
that's
from and for what it's worth, for my 2 cents, and if I may, I would be very careful to have a generative AI bot put anything in your CRM, to be honest,
Why?
because that can very quickly lead to chaos and a lot of junk in your CRM. So if
Even
it's
if
a, if it's
it's
a
just
if
take
it's
a
an AI
tag and
bot,
create a coupon?
well, if it's like fixed data, it's fine. But if it's like a generative AI, that's something different. Anyways, I'm thinking I'm complicating. I should keep my mouth shut.
No, it's good to hear other people's opinions because I don't know how to facilitate what we're trying to make work. That's the
Yeah.
problem. So it's like if I've got to take each person, if there's 300 people that have been in an ad or in a newsletter and they want to at least join to find out, then I've got to take each of those people independently, put them in a CRM, tag them with a certain tag, and then create a coupon with their name so they could refer somebody, a friend or a family member from a different congregation. But now we're just talking about a bunch of busy work all day for everybody. It's got to be some kind of an automated thing that
Hmm.
you join it, they pull down an option that says, okay, I'm interested in helping, I'm interested in supporting, I'm interested in volunteering, and then that tags it, and then their name in the CRM becomes an ability to refer somebody else so that they can win a contest. I mean, it's
But
kind of like everybody joining a group and then it's like there's got to be some kind of a contest software that the more they do within the group, the more points they get, and then they can reach a certain level so that when we have our gala of sponsors, I know who sponsored who, and I know how much money was donated, and I know who referred the most people, and people can get awards. But I don't know how to do all that tracking if it's not automated.
I totally get you, but I think I have a simpler question, which I think is at the essence of it. Jesus, is there anywhere the opportunity to, for instance, like when our clients onboard, I want to ask them like which generative AI tools they have access to. So it's very similar to Liana's question in the sense that I want to capture something and attach it
The
to
CRM
the
with the
person.
tag.
Yeah, or like an answer. But at the moment, I didn't find anywhere the option. So I created a forum for that because I saw that was kind of like the only thing I could do in XP to kind of like get an answer from a specific person back. But and then it's public for everyone. But is there the opportunity to ask a question somewhere, like a survey question, either in when they onboard or when they are in one of the pages?
So you can add, for example, you can add an action in the homepage. That is the first page that people will see when they enroll, and that action is a multiple choice one that works like a survey, and you can have, for example, 8 options in that multiple choice question, and depending on which option they select, they get a tag.
Okay, so that's if I that would be and that's only for the homepage.
You can do it in any course page in the course, in the homepage, in the single training, in the all trainings, in any course page you can do that.
Okay, can you show where that functionality lays, where you can add like a multiple choice question because I didn't see it in any of the options.
Sure.
Would that help
Just
you too, Liana, to know like where you can
I'll
ask?
see what he's doing and I'll see if I'm able to apply it. Absolutely.
same. Mm, So I'm going to share my screen. So here in the course, I can edit the homepage,
Mhm.
and I'm going to drag an action block.
Yeah.
I put it here. I think it wasn't dragged. No, it wasn't. Mm, Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to edit the content of this one, and here in the left is the action that is there. I'm going to change it to multiple choice.
Oh, and you also have an essay response there.
Yes.
Okay.
So the essay response is for them to write whatever they want. Okay, so right here I have 3 responses, and I can add the responses I want. And here you have the option to assign a tag based on the response 1, on the response 2, on the response 3,
Okay.
response 4, 5,
And as
etc.
far as those actions and the responses, they could choose more than one, no? Would it be like a choose as many as apply, or is it only one option?
I think with the radio
Uh,
button is only one, correct?
it's only
Do they
one,
ha
that's
not have
correct.
square buttons that we can put in so they could pick more than one? So that I can put 2 tags on them?
At this moment, I think no. Yeah, like a multi-select type of question? No.
So, like if I was asking what negative emotions are bothering them out of anger, sadness, fear, hurt, guilt, they couldn't choose more than one. So that's not even helpful for me to pick multiple answers. Is there somewhere else where we can have multiple questions that they can answer with multiple answers?
Mm, here in XP, no.
Well, how does
But let
course
me
work when
see.
you have more than one answer?
Maybe in Go Plus is possible.
And in Go Plus, we can create the questions and pop it into Experienceify or no? I guess that's where I'm confused on how we make them work together.
So what you could do is if you create something in Go Plus and you assign tags to people in Go Plus, the syncing should be okay. The sync what it should do is the tag that you assign in Go Plus should be automatically
Sent into Experienceify.
marked.
Okay.
So that's how the connection work. Like if you create a contact in Go Plus, if you have enabled the sync, that contact will be created in XP2. If you assign a tag in Go Plus, that person should have that tag in XP2. So
So if I was
a
to create a form in Go Plus, how would I do that?
forum.
A form, like a question, a survey.
uh, Okay. Mm,
As far as the snapshots, you know how you can add snapshots in Go Plus? Are there any snapshots in Experienceify for us to have like those templates already set up and we just change content?
in XP, you have templates. Here are the templates in XP.
So the gamified membership isn't something that they would be able to have a contest within, or they could.
So the major thing about the membership is just to have them pay a subscription.
Oh, so the main thing is just them paying. So if it's free, they have to do something every month with a coupon. It doesn't just continue at zero.
That's correct. Or let me see. No, I think you can in the coupon. If you put the coupon applies to all the payments
Mhm.
and a discount amount of 100, they will never pay for the subscription.
Oh, so that's exactly where I would probably need to be, right?
Yep.
Is have everybody be in the membership when they join. And that would be the CRM that goes into the Go Plus, that goes into the Expirify course if they're ready to purchase the one course that they have to take after they've done all the free stuff. Right?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
So if they go through a funnel in Go Plus that would lead them here, they would join the membership for free. They'd be able to go through all the free stuff and have the membership where they could refer people and I can put in all the tags. It doesn't cost them anything until they purchase the extra course or the retreat, or they've got the money for that. So in the membership could be free. In the free membership, I can offer them the webinar and the workshop, and then they can go and pay for or have a sponsor pay for them to go through the course. But this whole CRM would be built in the free membership. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And how would I link this free membership up to a funnel that's in Go Plus? Like if I'm having the ads in Facebook or sending out an email, how do they get to this page where they can sign up for free? Where's the link button or copy that I would end up having to put somewhere else for them to get there?
So it's at the bottom where it says important links or resources.
Okay.
Here is the order form.
Okay. So that's where I would go, the links and resources.
So this is how it looks.
Okay, perfect.
For example, yeah, I think it's this one.
Mhm.
So as you can see, there's no option to pay because it's free.
Perfect. Okay, so then I would put that in. So once I put that in there, and then I would have one more of those little windows so that I can tag them in a certain tag. And then I can have another question that can tag them again, right? Perfect. Okay, I think that's exactly what I needed to do, is
Nice.
create a membership versus the CRM in Go Plus. Okay. And that's how we'll do the sponsors. So in the membership, are there different groups? Like if I was to have three different tags, I can have three different groups. So one could be sponsors, one could be the women, and one could be the volunteers. And so then I would have three different sections or titles under when they're referring people or if they're paying money within that one membership.
So you can have them have different tags
Okay.
and you can display content to them based on what tag they have.
Okay.
Uh,
Where do
so
you have any kind of literature or instructions on that specific thing, or do I just go through the template of the membership?
well, we have different articles about how to use the tags in our data center.
Okay,
So let me see. I'm going to look for some of them.
perfect. So everything that I do in Experienceify, if it's synced to Go Plus, they're interchangeable. So in my CRM in Go Plus, all the Experienceify information will be there and vice versa.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm sending some articles here.
Okay, thank you.
The first one is about using the tags. The second one is to uh, customize the visibility of the content based on tags. And the third one is to add a tag depending of the payment option selected. That
Mm-hmm.
this won't be necessary for the free course, but maybe if you need it in the future.
Perfect.
And here is our last one, that is to add a tag when a button is clicked, in case it's useful to you, just for visibility in the course pages. That's all the different things that you can do with tag.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Can I ask one more a question? which is also
Sure.
related to the tags and to the template. So I have been using the, which template is it? The gamified course, I think. For modules 2020, yes, the gamified course. And in the gamified course, on
Can
the
you share your
automations,
screen so I can see what you're doing? Because you're already in there and working on it. Any chance?
I can share, or
That's what I'm asking.
okay, I
And
can
you can kind
try.
of follow along. I could follow along and learn as you're asking your questions so I know where to go to do things.
My screen?
It's starting to share.
Yeah.
I don't see anything yet. You see
Close a
anything,
few.
Jesus?
No, I think that maybe you are being asked to select a screen right now.
I think. Oh, can you now see something?
No.
Jet.
I think my computer is at its limits for. Let me close that. Let me try one more. Let me also close as much as possible. Okay, see if this helps share. Oh. Can you now see what I'm sharing?
Yeah, now I do. Thank you.
Okay. So I've here created this generative AI course, and there are here triggers and automations. And so I changed the first trigger and put that on a date on June 1st to this course is started. But here there is a course starts tomorrow tag. And for the goodness of where does that tag get where and when does that tag get added? I fail to find where that. So I didn't want to rely on this tag because I had no idea when this would come in. Course starts tomorrow.
Okay, I see. So let me pull the template on my end. You said it was the gamified course, and that's it?
Yeah.
Mm, Gamified course. Okay. Okay. And step 5. Okay. Course starts tomorrow. Okay. I see what you're talking about. So basically, this is something that you will have to add yourself as an action. A, for example, the course is set up so that the tag course starts tomorrow initiated. So you decide when this will happen. So how will you do it?
So
Exactly
I,
how
I was
you.
correct to take that trigger out and change it like on June 1st, just to have it as a hard trigger to change it because this tag is nowhere added.
Yes.
Okay, and it's also
So
not
that's it.
possible because that would also be very helpful to know, like if a tag is added, to know where the tag is added. But if I wanted to see that, where could I see if and because I've now wasted quite a lot of time on finding like this tag that was part of the default.
Yes. Yeah, I think I see the point. So the action needed to do this is exactly what you did. Create another automation that starts on a certain date, and that automation assign the tag to like tell the students the course starts tomorrow, but it was not so intuitive. Yeah.
Not at all, and also like yeah, if in the future, because I one of the things that Diana showed that may be very helpful to know as well, like, but when all the tags are kind of like hidden in certain pages, it will be very helpful to know like where and when tags get assigned.
Applied, yeah.
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 In other words, is there anywhere a system where you can manage the tags? It doesn't seem to be.
There should be that section. I think I saw it before in the
Yeah, it's an
custom tags
account.
because you can create the custom ones. And if you're creating a custom tag, maybe it goes into Go Plus.
So
Yes.
under account, okay, there's tags. Yeah, okay, I see them.
And here are all the tags that are in your account.
Uh-huh.
So as you can see, there's one that's called Course Starts Tomorrow. This was automatically created when you use the template.
Yeah. And if I click that, course that's a minute, tag description, category, I can, okay, but it's unclear like where it is. Oh, it's applied in that course that I can see, but not where or where it came from. But I can see like, okay, somewhat useful, but still within the course, I would have to look at every single page to see where it's, and all the actions of all the blocks to see if that course starts tomorrow is added somewhere.
I would think it would show up in a calendar. And you'd
Well, not
either
so much in a
apply it in a
calendar, like
calendar so that you can set it up for everybody who signed up the day before your course starts, so that they'd send out like an email or something.
yeah, but first you need, yeah, well, you could do something that, but in the system, but the question is more like if there are tags that you would know where and how these tags are assigned, and that's currently impossible. Like I
Right.
literally had to go through all the pages, and especially like the onboarding page and the sign up page or whatever, the one that you just also showed with the credit card,
Yeah.
and check like for all the actions to see if I could see where this tag was assigned, and I couldn't find it. So that was a little annoying. Anyways, good to know that it is currently not like the tag is there, but it does not get assigned at any point. So it won't work as a course trigger because no one will get that a course starts
It won't be
tomorrow assigned
tagged.
automatically.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you so
Yes,
much. That was helpful to know. Thank
Yeah.
you.
you're very welcome.
Have a great day, and hope you keep your power.
Yeah. Okay. So if you don't have any other questions, thank you very much for your time today. There's another office hours meeting tomorrow with Rachel if you have any other questions. So hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so
You
much.
too.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, goodbye.